Remember the silly rabbit, the tricks on the tricks box? They say, silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Yeah, well, guess what? Those kids lied. They lied to you because guess what? I'm not a kid. I am a full-fledged adult, okay? In my late 20s. And I just ate a bowl of tricks. And now you can't sit here and tell me that I'm a kid, okay? Do I have the spirit of a kid? Sometimes, yes. I have childlike whimsy and wonder, as we should all carry into our adulthood as we grow. I think it needs to be nourished and maintained. I think that's very important. But anyways, that is not at all what this video is about. Today we're going to be ranking Bridge Kids characters, as previously requested per our poll that I put up a couple weeks ago. And I'm very excited about this. As the ultimate Bridge Kids reaction channel, it doesn't matter how many numbers I have, okay? Which, by the way, I do feel pretty confident about my numbers. Comparatively, right, when I was doing gaming videos, they were not great, okay? We're trying to build a community here, all right? I'm trying to connect with people and gather a collection of you, essentially, is what I'm trying to do. So we can all have fun and share our interests together. And share our interests on lots of things, you know what I mean? Well, mostly shows, like, I talk about shows, but, you know, I like to talk about other things too. I'm multifaceted, you know what I mean? I got multiple perspectives. I got layers. I got layers like an onion. Okay? I'm Shrek's cousin. Shrek's cousin thrice removed, okay? Anyways, so here we go. I created this template. I'm gonna link it down in the description so you guys can have access to it and do with it what you will, right? But I created it a couple weeks ago, and your girl's got 14 favorites on it. Just saying. Anyways, so we're just going to take a look here. Now, there aren't a lot of characters, obviously. There's only 13 episodes of Bridge Kids, to which I've reacted to all. If you haven't seen those reaction videos, I'll link them down there as well in the description. I tried to find every single character I could, okay? If I'm missing one, I'm not, okay? I'm just not. Okay, anyways. So, we got a great selection here. We got a wonderful selection. Starting off strong, we have what the Bridge Kids Wiki likes to refer to as Catwoman. I don't think she has an actual name. She's in the Halloween episode, and she is dressed as a cat for Halloween. Fugger and Lars ring the doorbell for trick-or-treats with Mark Anthony, little Mark Anthony and his pumpkin. Such a cute pumpkin. Best pumpkin. I keep saying dude. I'm so bad with my ums. You guys, can you relate to that? Do you guys a lot when you're talking? I really try to fill the space. I don't like there to be dead space. Something I gotta work on. We're gonna put her, where should we put her? She's not like she's not that memorable of a character, to be honest. And I feel if you're not that memorable of a character, you have to be at least a C. And I don't have an F tier, so we'll just treat D like the trash tier, just not good, right? So she's okay. Right? By the way, that fucking scene is one of my favorite scenes where they ring the doorbell and she finally answers and fucker's like, what's the deal? We've been staring out here for like 30 fucking minutes. Dude, I wish I could do his voice better. Oh my god. Oh god, wait, no, I need to watch that scene. Guys, I have to pull up that scene because it's so fucking funny, dude.
Perfect demographic to keep trick-or-treating just like everyone else.
It doesn't even look like you're wearing costumes.
I'm Morpheus from the Matrix.
I don't know what that is.
He's the guy with all the pills.
Everyone knows this character.
Yeah, but that kid's not even dressed
waiting,
up.
you know, at your front step for like, 15 minutes just.
Dude, this has gotta be hands down one of my favorite Fugger scenes. Cause it's like he's giving like Redditor like, actually, we've been standing out at your door for like 15 minutes, and I think that's kind of rude.
Just for you to, come to the door and give us some candy. You clearly have a whole bowl of it.
You
Or
keep
you're gonna eat
knocking
it
at my
all for
door.
yourself?
You clearly have a whole bowl of it. Just give us a couple pieces, lady. I just love how he's like, the way he like raises it. He's not even just like, he's like, well, he's like actually trying to convince her. He's like, well, clearly you have enough candy, so you could really spare a couple pieces. It's just so funny to me. Such a good episode. All right, next up we got Will Do Anything for Crack Guy. And this is solid. This is a solid character. He even resurfaces, not only in like, I think it was the pilot he was in, but also in a later episode. I think it was One Man's Trash, if I'm not mistaken. Fugger and Lars are under the highway with Mark Anthony, trying to find Mark Anthony's toy or like a replacement for it. And there's this fucking crackhead, this same crackhead, is just sleeping under the overpass, and Fugger just starts kicking. He starts kicking him. Because the homeless guy's like holding a stuffed animal. Fugger just starts literally kicking this homeless guy in the head. And we all know how that goes, which is great. Anyways, I think, honestly, this is A tier. At least. Right? I mean, you agree, right? Obviously. Obviously, that's where he belongs. No questions. Okay, next up we got this fucking douche, who I think his name was Devin, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's straight to the D tier. That's straight to the Dookie tier. Not even any hesitation. This guy is actually the neckbeard of the century. He is the child. What is it called? He is the poster child of the neckbeards. All right, that's where he belongs, in the Dookie tier. Fugger. Now I'll give you a second to guess where you think I'm gonna put him. Yes! If you didn't know, Fugger's my favorite character. I love Fugger. I just love his autistic nature. I love the way he's so, like, he's simultaneously oblivious of many things while also being extremely practical. Yes, is he kind of like a smart-ass know-it-all at times? Absolutely he is. But he's also like really practical, where a lot of the times he's legitimately just trying to reason himself through things, which I can really relate to. Sometimes when I'm trying to solve problems, I'm a little bit too logical, and I'm like, I think I might be on the spectrum somewhere. So yeah, I kind of relate to that. Anyway, Isaiah. I was gonna call him Isaac again. His name's fucking Isaiah. Okay. Shit. He's not my favorite, but I can respect him as a character and the way that he is written, because the purpose that this character serves is done. It is great, and it is done so well that I feel that I need to put him in A tier because of just how well written he is. He is the school shooter kid, or at least he is close to being there, right? He is the kid that you don't want to be around, that maybe shouldn't probably, I don't know. There's a reason why he doesn't have friends. You know? Yeah. Anyways, next we got Joey. Joey is a solid character. I like Joey. He's a good guy, for sure. I do wish he would be a little bit more, like, standing on his own business, because he can be too nice sometimes, as we saw in the last episode. I like Joey a lot, honestly. I almost want to put him in B, but like, I feel he would be like an A- for me, because he's not like my favorite, but he's a really good character. He's a nice guy, you know. I like that he serves oftentimes specific purposes in the plot, right? Like, there's some really, really funny writing with Mo and Skid around episodes with Joey in it. Like, I really like how that's done. Anyways, next up we got Lars, who I also feel like I need to put in S tier. And I feel like you would all agree with me. I think most people, if I'm not mistaken, I think Lars is the most popular character. Comment if you agree. Comment if you disagree. I want to know what you think. I would say I do like Fugger more, but it's like this, right? It's pretty close. I really like Lars too. I just love their dynamic together. It just works so well. And it's very entertaining. It's just like this dynamic that is kind of almost addicting, I would say. These chicks, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember their name. Plural. Do I really care about them? Not really. They're kind of a C for me. I just don't really feel a lot of things towards them. They're kind of bitchy sometimes. You know, like other, like, high school girls. You know. Next up, we got Mark Anthony! I also feel like Mark Anthony's S tier, but, like, I don't know. I almost want to put him in A tier just because, like, well, obviously he doesn't have any dialogue because he's Mark Anthony. And I feel like that's something to like about Mark Anthony's character, because a lot of his character we learn because he doesn't speak really. All of his character we learn through his actions. We see what he does with his actions, and which I really like that kind of writing. So I'm gonna put him in S tier. I feel like I have to. He's so adorable. All right, next up we got Mo. I feel like recently Mo has gained a bit of my respect. Not much, but a bit. And for that reason, I have to put him in A tier. I also think just Mo is so well written in the way that his character is so consistent. So consistently Mo, you know? There has been, obviously most recently in episode 13, where he and Skid are both trying to convince Joey to put his foot down and stand up for himself when Devin treats him like fucking shit for absolutely no reason, by the way. And, you know, Mo is like just, you know, beat his ass. And I was like, yeah. Beat his ass. I was thinking the same thing. And it was so funny because I was like, something's gonna happen. And it did. But there was that, and then there was the episode with Isaiah, where Isaiah was literally going to fucking kill Mo and Skid with poison, with like detergent or something. And then, or was it like cough medicine? No, I think it was detergent. Anyway, but then I guess in a turn of events, Mo and Skid were nice to Isaiah, and I guess he wasn't expecting that. And so instead of poisoning them, he poisoned himself. He drank the juice and almost died probably. So that was interesting. But yeah, so some redeeming moments pushes him into A tier for me. Otherwise he would be B, right? Because he's a solid character. I feel like a B is solid. Okay, let's break it down. This is the Dookie tier. D is the Dookie tier. C is the I don't really feel any type of way tier. B is the okay, this is a solid character tier. A is memorable character tier, very good tier. And the S tier is I can't watch the show without them. They have to be there. They're necessary for my entertainment. All right, next up we got this ogre fucking monster murderer looking person who was, I think, just in the Halloween episode. And I think this character was funny. Very funny. And made the end of the Halloween episode extremely entertaining. That's a solid character. Solid character right there. All right. We're getting to the end here. Next up, we have this dude. I think his name... What the fuck was his name? Oh my god. Did I forget his name? Randy. Randy is his name. Okay. I would not have guessed that. Well, I knew it was something with an R, right? Randy's reoccurring in several episodes. He's very random. Maybe that's why they call him Randy, because he's random. Huh? Maybe. Another solid character. Another solid character. For sure. He's not my favorite, but he's solid for sure. Definitely funny. All right, next up we got Skid. To be honest with you, if I was gonna like put a tier list on a tier, like the tier list of the tiers, Skid would be top on my A tier list. Right? I would do something like that. Okay, last one we have is the Stroker. I was gonna say Stroker girl. I think her name is Strokette, which is also kind of crazy. But she works for Stroke Energy Drinks. I don't care for her. Honestly, she's kind of a bitch. I don't know. I don't like her that much. I'm gonna put her in D. Dookie. D for Dookie. If I was gonna like give a tier list to the tier, it would be like this is the way it would go. From top to bottom. I would do it like this. Okay, stick with me. I think that's how I do it. So if I was gonna do it like top to bottom, for me, right? I'm very interested to see how you guys would just rank yours, like S tier to Dookie tier. How would you rate yours? Comment down below. I'm curious. I want to know your thoughts. For me, if I was gonna do top to bottom, it'd be Fugger, Lars, Mark Anthony, Skid, Will Do Anything for Crack Guy, Mo, Isaiah, Joey, Randy, Murderer, fucking Catwoman, these three chicks, Strokette, and Devin. That's how I do it. That's my list. That is my ultimate Bridge Kids character tier list. Comment down below your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What's your character tier list for Bridge Kids? Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys all in the next one. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have fun out there. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.